Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Welcome back. We are live and we are here with DCW action. Yet again, as seen in the title, this is going to be rounds 3 and 4 of the DCW Championship Tournament. Hi there. Hello. And Patricia with the tier 2 sub. Didn't do anything to anybody. Why is my desktop audio not working? I just realized this. Let me see. Wait, audio input capture. Ooh, is my mic not working? Hold up. No, the mic. What happened here? Jeez. I leave it alone for like 2 seconds and it's just like, nah. So that's working. Okay, so what's not working? Oh, you know, no, that makes no sense. Why would that be like, haha. Man, my computer is really taking on just an absolute mind of its own. There we go. Okay. Anyway. Things might not look different for you. But things are very much different for me tonight because we got a brand new luxurious great desk. It looks nice. I promise. But we are, of course, here for DCW, which includes... Whoops. Nope. There we go. Which includes all of our DCW tournament action, and you can find the bracket down listed below. Real quick, tonight's action, we are kicking off with Forsaken and Catastrophe. The winner will meet Hot J Tubbs later on in the show tonight. After this, we have Blue Serpent and Kayfabe 13, the winner to take on yours truly, Chunky Pride, Rockin' Ronnie, and Dropkick Downs, with the winner of that to take on Dexter Parker. All of this happening later on tonight. And Shannon Angel Faith and Manhandle are going at it to face Queen Nakiru in our co-main event. And then our main event of the evening, after his victory over the DCW Champion last week, Sweet T Benson will get a one-on-one non-title match against Codename Scales, who has requested this fight. And Roy is up here on the new desk to come over and say hello. There he is. Hello, Roy. This is the third. All right, you're gonna be my new co-host. That's just how this is becoming. This is the third straight week you've been up here at 10 o'clock at night when I'm about to have this match. So apparently Lowry sold his house. What? Did he buy one in Philly though? That's the question. As per usual, channel point. As per usual, Catastrophe. Channel points are used to do predictions here on this channel. If you have channel points, you can get in on the betting. Forsaken, Catastrophe, you have 1 minute. Use those predictions, get them in, and let's get going. And of course, keep me posted if anything on the stream is weird, if the audio is too loud, if the audio is too low. Let me know. Apparently my computer has just up and ran itself over the last couple of weeks. Catastic. Destroyer's tag team partner, Catastrophe, in here. Please ban me? No thanks. Check out the bracket below. I have to add... Yeah, I have to do that too. Okay. Of course, as usual, all of DCW's content is posted over on our YouTube channel as well, which can be found in the link tree down below. Make sure you head on over there. Follow me on YouTube. All episodes of DCW are posted, dating back to our tournament action of the DCW Heavyweight Tournament, won by Codename Scales. Catastrophe absolutely laying into the Forsaken now. We'll see if Forsaken has it in him to come back and win this one. Sorry, I just remembered that this light is almost 100 brightness.
Offense.
Mulch butter. It was also weird too because I had to like reset my computer, everything with the new desk. So it's very interesting. I'm also working on cat cam for in the corner for when we have that. Or apparently desk cam. Why?
Oh, it's a 2 count.
A kick out. Catastrophe looking to put away Forsaken here. Oh my god! A jumping pile driver. And that's going to do it. Catastrophe beating Forsaken. He's moving on to a match later on tonight against incredibly hot KJ Tubbs. Catastrophe with the win. 1K being awarded to hello. Wait, what? What? Interesting. Alright, next up we got Blue Serpent taking on a lab experiment gone wrong in Kayfabe 13E. We'll go Serpent and Kayfabe 13E. Prediction time. Get those predictions in. How's Twitch doing tonight? How we all doing? I know I was just live yesterday, but I spent most of my afternoon putting this desk together. All of my afternoon, actually. But so that was a fun day for me. I definitely want to jump back into as well. Maquette. Our goal is to finish that. Maybe Tuesday, during Tuesday's open slot, I'd like to play it more. Get as far as I can. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It's great. I just did the March Madness. Thank you. As mentioned, yes, March Madness is here. I will post the link to that shortly. Actually, can I just go from here? I've never actually done this. I've never actually entered my own tournament or my own stream from another stream. I don't know how this works.
A new power-up is up for grabs. Strike buff.
There we go. There's the link down below for March Madness. Make sure you get your predictions in. That is our 32-team NFL bracket. And we'll be doing that next Friday night. So DCW will be next Friday. Thanks again for coming on my stream yesterday. Of course, no problem. Monty Python, The Holy Grail. Oh, and Batman Begins. Lamar Jackson. I was so bored today. Okay. Go away. Yeah, March Madness. So next week we're gonna have two streams. March Madness will kick off at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and then hopefully that will run straight into DCW at its usual time slot of 10 p.m. As we said, we are going to crown the first ever WAWA champion next week. K-Fay, out of the blue, knocking off Serpent, ironically enough. Whoop. Same though, just chilling. Nice. Playing Among Us, glitching like crazy. Sorry to hear that. But we press on. Rockin' Ronnie. Oh, here you go, Downs. Rockin' Ronnie against our very own Drop Kick Downs. Wow, WTMCA Gaming this time getting the K-Fay completion. Starter prediction. Bloop. Bloop. We got Ronnie. Oh, I'm very curious to see this one. Ronnie and Downs, you gotta admit it. Use those channel points. Get those predictions in at the top of the chat there. You can use the channel points to get correct, to predict the winner of this match.
Russell.
Of course, these men, or these wrestlers, are going to have to win 2 matches tonight. So Catastrophe already moving on, and K-Fay already moving on. But they will be in action again later on here tonight if they want to continue to move on. Same thing here. Rockin' Ronnie or Dropkick Downs would have to win this match and then take on Dexter Parker, still to come tonight, with a chance to move on to the quarterfinals. Of course, next week we will have the quarters, the semis, and then the finals, already featuring Biohazard, the runner-up of the DCW title tournament. So if you thought this week is bad, having to win 2 matches in one night, well, next week somebody will have to, will hopefully run a gauntlet of 3 matches in a row. Dropkick Downs taking it to Rockin' Ronnie. Ronnie with a Hurricanrana though. See if he can keep the momentum going. Lifts him up, throws him over. Oh, what an elbow. Locking up. Dropkick Downs getting the better of that one. The punches. Ooh, but Ronnie gets right back up. The slap across the chest. This time Ronnie into the offensive. Ooh, gets a health buff. He needed that.
For grabs. Offense.
Ronnie, oh, tilt-a-whirl. And Ronnie is making quite a comeback here. Oh, the super kick, which happens to be No Downside's finisher. Ronnie with another super kick. Ronnie has taken control here in this match.
A new power-up is available.
The kick out by Downs.
They kicked out.
Downs staring at Ronnie as he goes to the Hurricanrana into the submission, and not enough to put him away. But let's see if he does it with the pin.
2, 3.
Ouch. Wow.
There's a pinfall.
Had it in the first half, not gonna lie. Rockin' Ronnie is moving on. F indeed. That one hurts. No Downside with 10.2K. Wow. Ouch. I am sorry to hear that. This will be the last match in round 3. And then we will jump into round 4 and maybe go over some March Madness content, possibly. Shannon the Angel Faith taking on the Manhandler. Again, this is your last matchup in round 3. Whoops. Start prediction. Boop. Boop. Faith. Manhandler. There we go. Prediction has started. If you have any channel points left, go ahead and join the predictions. If you're new here, I want to hop in the action. Drop a follow. All followers are awarded 300 channel points off the drop. Easy way to get 300, and you can start betting in our prediction tab. Always a good use of channel points. Of course, they will be used for all DCW related content, including non-tournament action. It's going to be real weird when we finally do our first ever edition of actual DCW, not tournament related. But that's 2 weeks' time. We start the build to DCW's first special event, our first pay-per-view of the year, 420, which of course will come to you Tuesday, April 20th. All titles will be defended, and so much more. We already know in 2 weeks' time, Shannon the Angel Faith here will take on Dexter Parker in a rematch of their round 2 matchup, which included the infamous comeback by Dexter Parker. 2 weeks' time here on DCW, that will be your main event. And our first non-title, our first non-tournament action will be headlined by the rematch of Shannon the Angel Faith and Dexter Parker. Who can meet, actually, wow. Who can meet next week in the quarterfinals. How exciting. Although Shannon would have to have a miraculous comeback here, although possible. Or at least I should say not improbable. Manhandler lifting up Faith. Faith gets dropped on her head, and that could be enough. Let's see if Manhandler goes for the finisher here. Brings her up, drops her on the head again. 1-0, yep, there it is. The submission is locked in, and that's it. Manhandler is moving on. Shannon will have to wait 2 weeks' time to get her hands on Dexter Parker. That is it for round 3. Still to come tonight, though, we of course have round 4 featuring Hot J Tubbs and Catastrophe. Chunky Pride taking on K-Faith 13. Dexter Parker versus Rockin' Ronnie. And Queen Nakiru against the Manhandler. And then in our main event of the night, we of course have Sweet T Benson taking on Codename Scales in one-on-one action. Of course, that is due to the fact that Sweet T Benson can have my points back. Unfortunately, I cannot do anything about that. Once the predictions are closed, it is all over. Wow. My God, nobody is getting any predictions correct here. But of course, our main event of Sweet T Benson taking on Codename Scales. Yes, you can. Don't lie to me. I'll have to look into that. Maybe I can. I don't know how to do it. But that is, of course, due to last week's main event action, which featured a tag team contest of Chunky Pride and Sweet Tea Benson taking on Codename Scales and Blue Serpent, where Sweet Tea Benson pinned our DCW champion, Codename Scales. But of course, we must not forget that a week prior to that, Chunky Pride has pinned Codename Scales. Codename Scales, since winning the title, is now 0-2. He looks to right the wrong this week by challenging Sweet Tea Benson to a one-on-one non-title contest. As mentioned earlier, though, next Friday we'll kick off March Madness. If you have not done so, I post the link again for you to have an opportunity to get your predictions in. March Madness is a 32-team NFL tournament where all the teams are ranked by their overall records of last season. So not by, like, as I said, Tampa won the Super Bowl, but they were not the best team in the league. It goes by best league down. And that, of course, will kick off next week. Last year's was a lot of fun. We saw the Atlanta Falcons defeat the Philadelphia Eagles in overtime of last year's contest. So Atlanta looks to defend the title. Philly looks to get back to the promised land. And we will see that, of course, next Friday here on Twitch, on my channel here on twitch.tv/Brightest2. That will kick off at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time with that. And then we will jump into, hopefully, DCW at its regularly scheduled time slot of 10 p.m. We'll try to have, hopefully, enough time to get both those streams in. We will kick off next week on March Madness with the first 6 matches. No, 5 matches. It's 5, 6, 5. 5 matches, 6 on Saturday, and then we'll close out with 5 on Sunday. So I know I say I usually have the weekends off. Next week is a special, or Saturday is usually our universe mode. So we will be pushing that. I'll have to talk to Sweet Tea Benson about that. I didn't think about that for a second. We'll talk about that because I forgot that that's going to take up a majority of March. That's going to take up every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for the entire month of March. But we digress into some hot J-Tubbs tournament action. Hot J-Tubbs, fan favorite around here, taking on Shane's tag team partner, Catastrophe. Tubbs, Catastrophe. 1 minute, get those predictions going. This is round 4. Winners move on to the quarterfinals next week.
Wrestle!
Of course, Catastrophe teaming up with our boy Shane, the Orange Crush, have formed a bit of a cohesive tag team. I forgot to put this on the DCW Arena. It happens. We can figure it out tomorrow. Sure thing. Because that's going to run much like the DCW tournament did. Round of 32, round of 16, and then we're going to do the Elite 8. Elite 8, Final 4, and Finals all in one weekend. So round 1 will start next Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Round 2 will be the following, I think, Saturday, Sunday. And then we will have the Final 4 and Finals the following Saturday. Or Elite 8 Final Four and finals the following Saturday. So this will take us through to the end of March. And as we mentioned before, DCW running every Friday night here on out, including our first pay-per-view event. A pay-per-view level event. Should call it a DCW Network Special. 420. Coming to you live Tuesday, April the 20th. All titles will be on the line. Hot J Tubbs with the Spinebuster. Interesting to see how Catastrophe does, already having to defeat the Forsaken earlier in the night. Does he have the power in him to take out Tubbs as well? Or will Hot J Tubbs prove that having 2 rounds could be too much? But of course, as mentioned, the winner. If you think winning 2 rounds is going to be tough, next week, the winner of this will have to survive 4 rounds.
1, 2.
A double quarters, a semi, and a finals. Of course, the winner of this match will take on the winner of Chunky Pride and K-Fay 13. And then the winner of that will meet Sweet Tea Benson into the finals and will position themselves up. The winner of it all will have to take on Biohazard. Hot J Tubbs into the submission, and it is enough. Catastrophe can't get it done. Hot J Tubbs again. Was it the fact that Catastrophe was just in tournament action not too long ago? Tubbs with the win. Moving on, it's your boy. It's your boy. Chunky Pride taking on the lab experiment gone wrong. K-Fay 13E. Time to rig this one, boys. Chunky or K-Fay 13. Start the match.
Russell!
Get those predictions in. You better go with the way I think you're going to go. Because if you don't, I'll be upset. Chunky Pride with the uppercut. Oof. K-Fay digging those claws into Chunky. See if Chunky can fight back, get what he wants here. Put himself in a position to win. Remember, Chunky does have a pinfall victory over the current DCW Heavyweight Champion, non-title action, of course.
A new power-up. Passive help.
A neck breaker there by Chunky. And another neck breaker there by Chunky. K-Fay not going to stay down. K-Fay with the, oh, does it again. What the hell is that called? The fireman's carry. Jesus Christ. A third one. Lifting him up. Spinning and drops him on his head. Not looking good for Chunky Pride. Let's see if he can make a comeback here. Oh, the fireball. Alright, Iron Man. Chillax, bro. Into the pin. Not enough.
Just a 2.
Not looking good. Chunky Pride looks like he is going to be a quick exit here in the WAWA Championship Tournament. K-Fei surprisingly not going for a pin here. Very surprising. Chunky Pride with the uppercut. Unfortunately, though, it is only a matter of time.
A new power-up.
Nothing left for Pride, and there we go. The submission is locked in, and that will do it. K-Fei is moving on to take on Hot J-Tubbs. Next round. Dang. You hate to see it. Throw the tournament out. We'll just pretend it doesn't exist. Moving on. We got Dexter Parker. Taking on Rockin' Ronnie. Unfortunately, not a lot of created characters left. Parker, Ronnie. Boop. Predictions are started. Get them in. Get them while you can.
Russell.
Squaring up. Parker getting a couple of early shots in and now just staring at each other. Rockin' Ronnie gets the better of this one. That swinging drop again that what we saw in the last matchup. So far, K-Fei winning his 2 matches. Catastrophe not able to finish him off. So it's shown that somebody like K-Fei can win both matches in a row. We'll see if the same can be said for Rockin' Ronnie. If they're just taking out dropkick downs, can he also take out Dexter Parker and move on to the next round?
A new power-up is up for grabs. Health steal.
Yeah, okay, I thought he did. Oh. Dexter Parker not losing any health? Never mind. It looks like he wasn't losing any health at first. Instead, now he's gaining health. Uh-oh.
Passive health.
Dexter throwing Ronnie into the ropes. Hits him with a... oh, what is this? Oh, the Blu-ray into the corner. Doesn't look like it's going to be enough to pump Rockin' Ronnie away, but the damage is most certainly dealt. Parker with a lot of energy left. Ooh, but he gets the better of this one here. Parker with the strike buff. Rockin' Ronnie with the finisher. That's that good old rock bottom. Gonna lift him up. Going to slam him down. It's all but a pin here, Dexter. There it is. Into the pin. Rockin' Ronnie is going home. Dexter Parker moving on. And ladies and gentlemen, we have reached the end of round 4. This is your main event of the evening. But alas, stick around after this match. Before we get into our main event, we will have a major announcement regarding we'll have a major announcement to make following this match. Queen Nakiru taking on the Manhandler. Ooh, a nice split between Parker and Ronnie. But it was Dexter Parker. Interesting. The Manhandler. He shipped from somewhere. He's been handling it. Let's get those predictions in. Nakiru and the Manhandler.
Russell!
Again, this is the last match in the WAWA Championship Round 4 action. We'll go over the bracket. And then we'll have an announcement to make. And then the main event of the evening.
A new power-up has appeared. Strike buff.
Of course, if you are in here and a fan of wrestling, tomorrow, as always, we do our WWE 2K20 Universe mode. See if I can tab. Where do I need to go here? I need to do there. See if that works. I did activate them. Nope, doesn't look like it worked. Well, I did activate them. For some reason, doesn't look like it worked. We do our WTMC Gaming Universe mode, 2K20 Universe mode on WWE 2K20. Tomorrow night is our WrestleMania stream. Of course, main evented by Cesaro taking on Seth Rollins for the WWE Championship. Johnny Gargano versus Drew McIntyre for the Universe title match is also taking place during that event. But Cesaro and Seth Rollins for the WWE title match of the night. If I do say so myself. Nakiru absolutely crushing the Manhandler. What a domination by Nakiru. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Only way that is main eventing is if you push Cesaro versus Rollins, because McIntyre versus Gargano is the main event. McIntyre versus Gargano is in the main event position. But Cesaro versus Seth Rollins will be the main event of the evening. Good luck with that one. Ladies and gentlemen, that is it for round 4. Bracket has been updated. You can take a look there. Moving on. Next week we begin the first half of the quarter-final action. Hot J Tubbs will take on Kayfabe 13E, and Queen Nakiru will take on Dexter Parker. The winner of Tubbs and Faye will then go in to meet Sweet Tea Benson, while the winner of Parker and Nakiru will take on Shane, the Orange Crush. Then those winners will face each other, and then they will move into the main event, which will be the finals against Biohazard. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 6 matches on the card. So we have a couple other matches to go. Which brings us to our next topic because we now have Codename Scales as our DCW champion. Next week, we will have a WAWA champion crowned. That leaves one final title yet to be awarded. That is the DCW Tag John Championships. As of now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tag teams are announced. So let's say because we could just do a tournament. My idea was I thought there was only 6 teams. I was going to say we could do a round robin. But if there's 8, we could have a tournament. We could have an 8 tag team tournament. I like the sounds of that. We can mix it up. And we will bring you the first round action next week. Because we will have a special 10 match card. We normally have 9. So you're getting a bonus match because we will kick off the first round of the of the DCW Tag John Championships. A bracket will be posted still to come. And we'll do the first round next week. I was going to do round robin, but I think this will work out better. But, ladies and gentlemen, just as it was for last Friday, the time has come for your main event of the evening. The following contest is scheduled for one fall, with a 20-minute time limit or TV time remaining. It will be Sweet T Benson taking on Codename Scales, our DCW Heavyweight Champion of the World, in a non-title action. This match has been requested by Scales due to a loss last week suffered. Predictions are live. Get them in. And we are going to kick off this non-title match. Scales, of course, losing in tag team action to Chunky Pride and Sweet T Benson last week. So now he has requested Sweet T one-on-one to try to re-earn that victory. And I have to back out because we cannot have our DCW champion be represented in a non-DCW arena. Come on, people. What are we doing with our lives? There we go. Of course, it begs the question, if Sweet T Benson is to win this matchup, what would this mean for the DCW Championship moving forward? What would this mean for Sweet T Benson and Chunky Pride, who now have both of them with pinfall victories over Scales? Of course, Sweet T Benson's looking for that victory in singles competition. A lot to be decided on. A lot up for grabs in this one. Both men. Scales looking already on his calendar for his first title defense at 420 on Tuesday, April the 20th. Will it be against Benson? Will it be against Chunky Pride? Who will get that first title shot? Will it be neither? Will it just be a third person? Benson already off to a strong start here against Scales, but Scales answers with the mist. Scales going for an elbow, but misses, and this time it is reversed into Benson, who will lift Scales up and drop him down on his head.
A new power-up is available. Passive help.
Benson. Oh, no. Scales with the reversal. Scales has to get that passive health if he wants to have any shot at making his way back into this one. Benson throws him against the rope, picks him up, drops him down with a backbreaker, and it is Benson instead who acquires that health buff. Benson taking Scales up, and will drop him on his head again. Benson into the pin. I don't think this is going to be enough, and it's not. The champ kicks out.
They kicked out.
Remember, Scales winning the DCW tournament. The DCW Championship tournament. Benson into the pin. Scales kicks out again. This time Scales going into a neck breaker.
A new power-up has appeared. Offense.
Another neck breaker by Scales. Can he fight his way back into this one? Or will he suffer a third consecutive loss after winning the tag team champion, or after winning the DCW Heavyweight Championship? Of course, both of these men are represented in respective tag teams. That will face off next week in our first round of the Tag John Championships. Lock it up again. Benson getting the better of that one. There's nothing left for Scales. Benson with the tilt-a-whirl and gonna slam him down. This should and could be it. Into the pin. 1, 2, Sweet T Benson for the second week in a row is going to pin our DCW Heavyweight Champion. Unbelievable. What a victory by Sweet T Benson. One second while I update. I just have to update one thing. Benson being sales. So, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, a lot is up for. I mean, the foundation of DCW is already being shaken. Just weeks into the promotion, Codename Scales won 5 matches in a row to win the DCW title tournament, but has now lost his last 3 contests. A singles match against Chunky Pride, a tag team match against Chunky Pride and Sweet T Benson, and now here in singles contest against Benson. All 3 losses, pinfall losses with Scales back on the mat. Where does this leave the state of the title with 2 men already having victories over the champ? Where will this take us? Of course, Sweet T Benson, Chunky Pride will be representing their tag team next week in the tournament. We will have Codename Scales and Blue Serpent representing their tag team in the tournament. Harrison Squared, of course, is already in. We have the tag team of Dexter Parker and Charlene. Catastrophe and Shane the Orange Crush. All of that and much, much more. First round action of the Tag John Championship comes to you live next Friday, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Pride S2's Twitch TV channel. And then, of course, we will crown the WAWA champion next week. 4 matches. 6 in total. 4 rounds to determine that. Right now, Biohazard is going to be licking his chops because he could likely take on a competitor who will have had to have wrestled 3 matches before getting to him. You have to think Catastrophe is staring down that WAWA championship, salivating at the potentiality of it. So, until next week, we will have 10 matches on the card, 6 matches in the WAWA championship, and then 4 matches in the round 1 of the Tag John Championships. That will do it for us here. I'm going to take a look and see if anybody is streaming that we can go ahead and hit with a raid. And yes, we can. One of my good buddies from high school, not good buddies, but one of my buddies from high school. Now I sound like a dick by saying that, but Troop Zor is actually live right now. He's doing art. So we're going to go ahead and hit him with the raid. Show him some love. Let him know that I sent you. And until next time, next week, 6 matches on the card. Goodbye.